What up, peeps? Mr. Bones back at you, and welcome to day 4 of 12 days of AxE'Mas. And what we watched tonight what I watched was Black Xmas, which is the 2006, I believe it was, remake of Black Christmas. The horror classic Black Christmas, which spawned a wave of hit slasher films, is reimagined for a new generation of fans in this terrifying remake. A group of sorority sisters snowed in over the holiday break tries desperately to survive the night as a relentless killer terrorizes and murders them one by one. Featuring an old school slasher story, the modern horror touch of director Glenn Morgan, writer and director of Final Destination, and a cast of today's hottest stars, including Michelle Trachtenberg, Lacey Chabert, Katie Cassidy, and Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Black Christmas is a thrilling, blood-soaked scream fest. This has an awesome cast. Awesome cast of young actresses. And yeah, this has a twisted fucking story of Billy, who has a rare liver disease, so he's like yellow, and his mother doesn't love him. His father does. His mother's telling him, Santa don't come see kids like you or some shit. She sits around in a chair all dreadful and smoking and shit, and the father whispers in his ear, don't listen to her. There's a present from Santa for you up in your room in the wall or whatever. And he runs up there and he has a present from Santa. It's a telescope. And as he's opening that, he hears noises, and he comes back down and catches his mom killing his dad and putting a bag over his face. And he runs away and goes up into the attic and gets locked up in there. And then he goes down and he catches her, and he sees her and her boyfriend burying the dad underneath the house. And so that teaches him to be a psycho. One twisted, crazy scene is the mom having sex with the boyfriend, stepdad, boyfriend, whatever, right in the middle of the stairs on the platform, and oddly enough, the guy falls asleep. So then she walks up the stairs to where Billy is. He's just a young teen, and starts rubbing on his shoulder and has sex with her son. And then she ends up having a baby from her son. And says, "You're my family now." So that becomes a quote he ends up saying all through the movie. And he'll make obscene phone calls like in the original, saying, "You're my family now," or "She's my family now," each time he kills a girl. But so eventually he gets older and bigger and stronger, and he comes down and attacks his sister, kills the stepdad, wraps some Christmas lights around his mother and drags her to the kitchen, beats the shit out of her with a rolling pin, and then he takes a cookie cutter and cuts cookie shapes out of her back, puts them in the oven, and makes skin cookies out of his mother's back. And he's sitting there eating those as the cops come and take him away to a mental hospital where he stays for years. And then eventually he gets away, escapes the place, and goes back to his home, which is now a sorority house for girls in a sorority for college. And so he's running around through the walls and in the attic and killing off the girls. And he calls them and says shit like, "Get out of my house." And there's more to it, but yeah, I'm sure most horror fans have seen this. I know I've got some new subscribers that aren't really horror fans, and they probably don't want to watch this, but yeah, that's what I watched. Peace.